Welcome back to another episode 32 of the Ottawa Senators franchise rebuild. We are now in round 2 of the Stanley Cup playoffs in year 2033, and we're playing a familiar foe, the team that eliminated us last year in the playoffs in the second round. We got the Toronto Maple Leafs, and we know they are a star-studded, overpowered team. But quickly, before I start and check out the Toronto Maple Leafs and dig deeper into their squad, we know them pretty well, but we definitely got to take another look, see what they're working with. I want to take a quick look at the record book for the Ottawa Senators. Meant to do this before the playoffs, but I want to see if we have any new record holders in the Ottawa Senators. So, franchise, Stefan Furlan currently leads our franchise with 634 points. Daniel Alfredsson is the all-time leader. It looks like none of the records have been broken as of yet, but you never know. Bob Huxley, 8 seasons. Furlan has 442 points. Bob Huxley with games played and penalty minutes. Bob Huxley, he's making his mark on this team. Shutouts, we got Dimitrius Fedoruk, Patrick Lalime all-time wins, Pierre Blouin, who he might have potential at beating Craig Anderson out, and then Damon Langenbrunner, almost 300 goals compared to Daniel Alfredsson's 426 goals. But that's the career. For the season, do we have anyone? So Stefan Furlan actually has the points record, the assists record. Pierre Blouin's got the wins record, and then 4 goals. Damon Langenbrunner has that record, so love to see that. A rookie, do we have any rookies? So Torsten Gortz, 43 goals in his rookie season. That passes. Laxo, 31 wins in his rookie season. And Jukka-Pekka Luukkonen has the shutouts record. For in a game, do we have any of these? We do not. So saves in a game, Ramen Lehner. Assists, 5 for Hossa, 7 points for Daniel Alfredsson. Goals, 4 goals by Marian Hossa. I also know Kovalev did it for the Ottawa Senators. But those are the records. Quickly, if we take a look at the entire NHL, see if there's any players that are up here. Let's go into the full career. So Joe Thornton, games played. Andrei Vasilevsky played 1,800 games. Alexander Ovechkin, 1,100 goals. Wayne Gretzky at 3,000 points. Hasn't been caught yet. Crosby, he got to 2,100. Respectable. Patrick Kane's almost at 2K. I think he retired, though. Assists, wins, shutouts. 50-goal seasons. Alexander Ovechkin, 14. 100-point seasons. Damn. Let's see. I want to see if there's been any crazy, is there any game? There's not a game category. But without further ado, the Ottawa Senators, the Toronto Maple Leafs, the Battle of Ontario. It's upon us. It's commencing. It's showtime. It's go time. You know what it's all about. The Toronto Maple Leafs got Austin Matthews. That's their rock. They won their first series by a series of 4-0. We know their offense is high-powered, but I don't know how they're so good. Looking at their team, their defense, they got one really good defenseman. The rest are all mediocre, Nothing crazy there. Offensively, they have the best simulation player in the league. They got Austin Matthews, 8 points in 4 games, plus 7, 24 minutes. He's going to be an absolute beast to shut down. He's the last 4 years, 5, 6. His whole career has been absolutely just unreal, except for this 1 year. It looks like that's actually real life, so that's why it's so low. But in the simulations, how many years are we in now? So it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 years in. That's pretty crazy to think. But yeah, Austin Matthews, definitely have to watch out for him. Mikhail Malikov, and then Jaden Anderson. We know what these boys are about. So far, Anderson, 6 points. Malikov, 8 assists. So he's the setup man for that team. I'm assuming playmaker, sniper, 2-way forward, so a perfect combination on that first line. Second line, they got playmaker, power forward. I mean, a pretty good combination. They could do better than Klim Kostin. He's got 3 assists in 4 games. Sweetland's 4 points in 4 games. Then Coco Jesperi, 85 overall, 2 points in the 4 games. Boris Tkachuk has 2 points. Francesco Pellini? 1 assist, whatever. And then Isaac Radcliffe, I know he's a power forward, big boy. Is that Christian Dvorak comes to Toronto to try to chase a cup. He has 4 points in 4 games on that fourth line, so he's tearing it up there too. Zachary Benson, 2 points, and then Colton Cross, another one of their younger players, 4 points in 4 games on that fourth line. So that fourth line could be deadly. Playmaker, two-way forward. So interested to see how that matches up with our squad. We got a lot of grinders and two-way forwards on those bottom lines, so can we shut them down? Only time will tell. Defensively, we know what they got. They got Rasmus Anderson, 5 points in 4 games, a really good player in real life and in simulation. Timothy Liljegren hasn't been as good as they probably want him in real life. He's just he hasn't got over that hump yet. In the game, he's okay. 83 overall. I mean, nothing special. Two-way defender. And then they got Artemi, 0 points. And then Wesley Garvin. Every single time, every round, it's just a player that used to be on our squad. Wesley Garvin was on our team for, it seems like, ever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years for Wesley Garvin. He goes to Toronto, has a career year. I mean, 36 points. He had more assists almost than he had points in any of the years on Ottawa. So, I mean, it looks like we're playing Wesley Garvin. How did they even afford him? It looks like, I think he may have taken a pay cut to play with them too. But we know he's a solid defenseman, two-way guy. He's going to be good for them. Did we draft him? We did draft him at 9th overall. Caden Gooley, the captain of the World Juniors Team Canada team this year. And then finally, Matthias Samuelsson, who honestly I think was on our squad for a year too. Yeah, there it is. Samuelsson. So they got 2 of our former defensemen playing. I mean, Caden Gooley we never had, but he's been around the squads, you know. But that is a squad. In the goaltending position, they have Dylan Fratton. And this guy, I mean, he's just a playmaker. Dylan Fratton is just a playmaker. Coming off a year where he had 6 apples. And then in the playoffs, he has 2 apples in 4 games. I mean, he's a half point per game. I mean, he's a beast. This is only his 2nd year playing for them. Last year was his rookie. Oh, okay, last couple of years he played for San Jose. But let's stop beating around the bush here. Ottawa, Toronto, we know what you came to see. It's Ottawa take out the Toronto Maple Leafs. The only difference from last year is this year we have home ice advantage over the Toronto Maple Leafs. Let's see if that plays any part in the series. Game 1 in Ottawa. First period. Okay, I'm surprised. I think this is going to be a really high-scoring series. So I'm very interested to see who's going to be able to best the other team in scoring. But we just got shut down Austin Matthews, 2nd period, and we get 2 there. So Bob Huxley scores again, continuing his great postseason. They get one from Rasmus Sandin, number 1 defenseman on their team, and then Dale Zanetti gets us the go-ahead goal. Going into the 3rd period, out-shooting them 2-1 basically, but they tied up right away as Cross, their 4th liner, scores. Their 4th line, they do produce, but we get one from Barnaby, our top defenseman. Not overall wise, but play wise, I think he had just out Chuck Montgomery in the offensive game for sure. 5 minutes. Can we hold on and take game number 1 over the Leafs? Come on, there it is. Zarkov puts a nail in the coffin. Stefan Ferlin adds another one as the Sens take it 5-2. It really was a close 3-2 game, but Michel Robichard, big game. Dale Zanetti had a good game. Bob Huxley, another good game. And we are up 1-0 in the series over our fellow rivals, the Toronto Maple Leafs. Montreal is also a fellow rival, but I haven't seen them in the playoffs for a while. Game number 2, still able to shut down Austin Matthews, hopefully. Angelo Langdon gets on the board with 1:52 left as he snipes one by I think Daniel Fratton was his name. 2nd period, we had 2 more. Bob Huxley. Oh, there's no way I can let him walk, right? There's no way I can let Bob Huxley walk. He's been so good for us ever since we picked him up. And a huge penalty kill to start the period. They get a shorthanded goal. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite us in the butt, as it's Rasmus Sandin who gets another one on us. Come on, Pierre Blouin, just hold on. You're having a great game so far. 2-goal lead. Come on. 2 minutes left in this game. Can we hold on? And we do. The Ottawa Senators take a 2-game series lead over the Toronto Maple Leafs, and a huge game from Pierre Blouin after sitting on the bench for 2-3 years after he's asking for around $8 million. He's finally ready to go. Takes a contract, a little cut, but Angelo Langdon, would you look at that? Langdon is leading our team in points. We were thinking of getting rid of Langdon. I'm glad we kept him around. He's been a beast so far in these playoffs. Can we keep it up? Game number 3. We're back in Toronto now. I mean, 3-0 series lead would be great. It would be great, but we got to beat the Leafs on home ice. This is a 60-win team. I mean, everyone knows you win 60 games, like, you get swept. Are you really going to get swept? I mean, Columbus can say something about that with the Tampa Bay Lightning, but hopefully we can take this 3-0 series lead. First period, and it's Stefan Ferlin giving us a lead after one, scoring from almost the goal line. 1-0 Ottawa. Second period, Jaden Anderson's that first line finally gets on the board for them, but we get a goal from Michel Robichard, and we are up 2-1 in the third period, getting outshot pretty heavily here. But can Pierre Blouin stand on his head again? They get one from Pinelli, their fourth line. But Torsten Gortz replies right away, a minute and a half later, actually. And then we got a 3 power play, boys. Come on. Can't get it done. Another power play. And that might just ice the game as Damon Langenbrunner scores 2 goals in the last 2.5 minutes to give us a 3-0 series lead over the Toronto Maple Leafs. And Damon Langenbrunner, 3 points. Pierre Blouin has been the MVP of this series. He's played out of his mind so far. Phil Pitt adds 2 helpers as we take that one 5-2. And do we get, is it too cocky to say get the broomsticks out? I mean, am I setting us up for the complete collapse of 2033? There's only one way to find out. Game 4, the Toronto Maple Leafs win or go home. They're on home ice. First period, 0-0. Another game where it's just, okay. Second period, 1-1. Barnaby gets going for us. They get one from their boy, I think his name was Artem, you know. Third period, we are really out-shooting them here. Let's put it away. Let's sweep them. Power play. Come on, boys. 5-on-3, 5-on-4. We had like a 6-minute power play. Unable to capitalize, but don't worry. Our leading scorer, Angelo Langdon, answers the bell as we're up 2-1. 4 minutes left in the game. Can we do it? The Ottawa Senators have swept the Toronto Maple Leafs 4-0 series. Pierre Blouin was the MVP. Wow. I was not expecting that. I honestly was not expecting that. How about that for some redemption? That's all I'm going to say. How about that for some redemption? The Toronto Maple Leafs, they take us out in 7 games last year, but we come back this year and we sweep them in 4 games to set up a dance with the Washington Capitals. I'm sure Alexander Ovechkin's retired, but they're still kicking it around. I'm very interested to see how Austin Matthews played. Let's go to the player stats here. Angelo Langdon led the way. That's what I love to see. Love to see all this production. Everyone's just producing. Bob Huxley is a -1, but 11 points. Still good to see there. Let's take a look at our team before we go to Toronto. Angelo Langdon, 13 points in 9 games. Really had a coming out party in the second round versus the Leafs. Bob Huxley, 11 points, 9 games, was really lighting it up. Barnaby, 11 points, had a huge series as well, +8. 11 points in 9 games. I mean, 2 big goals in this series too. Stefan Ferlin had a couple big games. 10 points in 9 games, +10. That first line's really locking it down. Langenbrunner +9. Phil Pitt +11. And Ferlin +10. Michel Robichard on that third line, 10 points in 9 games. Are really doing well there too. Langenbrunner, 9 points, 9 games, +9, 6 goals. I love it. 2 game-winning goals too. Phil Pitt, we got 9 points in 9 games. Torsten Gortz, 6 points in 9 games, but 4 goals. Like to see that. Chuck Montgomery, 5 points. Dale Zanetti scored a big goal, 3 points. Zarkov, 2 points. Justin Howes, 2 points. Cracknell, 1 point. Timmins, 1 point. Gianta, 1 point. Everyone's almost on the board. Just Ryan Merkley and Eugene Morgan we're waiting on now. But what a series from us. Let's go take a look at our boy Pierre Blouin's number. This guy had an incredible incredible round there. A 9.25 save percentage and 2.1 goals against average. Let me put this into words, or into let me explain how important this is and how crazy this is. The scoring in this is set on high. Simulation scoring is set on high. Only giving up 2 goals and shot frequency is set on high. So the fact that he only gave up 2 goals per game in 9 games is insane to me. What a year from Pierre Blouin, 88 overall. I mean, does he have any assists? Let's see. No assists, but he has been absolutely incredible. I'm going to go take a look at the Toronto Maple Leafs. So Auston Matthews, he had 8 points in 4 games coming into this. So let's see what he ends with. Auston Matthews ends with 8 points. We shut down the best goal scorer, the best point getter in the entire NHL over the past 3, 4, 5 years. In 4 games, he had 0 points on us. Malakoff had 1 assist. Anderson's had one goal. Sweetland, I don't even know. It was all their depth. That's all that scored on us. That top 6 could not compete with our top 6. Auston Matthews, maybe you're just getting a little bit too old, buddy. Maybe it's time to retire. That's all I'm thinking. Let's check out the entire NHL here. And Nathan MacKinnon. So looks like we are playing Nathan MacKinnon in the next round. So we shut down one superstar to play another superstar. Before we end this episode, let's go take a quick look. We won't break down the Washington Capitals team, but let's take a quick look and see what they're working with here. The Washington Capitals, I mean, they've been good for so long, and clearly they're still good. They got Nathan MacKinnon, and that's it. Nathan MacKinnon. Oh, God, of course they got Xavier Bouglette. How's he playing? 11 points in 12 games in the playoffs. Nice. 57 points his career year as soon as he leaves the Ottawa Senators. Good to see on the third line. Playoffs, 11 points. He was always pretty good in the playoffs. Yeah, 7 points. Not a good year there. 5 points, 11 points. Very good playoff performer, but I really hope he poops the bed here. But that is their squad. We'll take a look at the defenseman. Brant Clark. We had Brant Clark too at one point. Oh, man. Brant Clark, he's really found his stride with Washington too. 77 points. All right. So they got a couple of our older players as per usual. But Aaron Ekblad too is probably still putting up decent points. Oh, not really. Very old. He's chasing one more Stanley Cup. And in the Nets, who do they got? They got Kaylee Hadeen. So this is going to be a tough series. It's going to be a tough series. Thank you for watching. We swept the Toronto Maple Leafs. I'm sorry, Leafs fans, but it feels fantastic. Thank you for watching once again. I got to say it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Ottawa, Washington. I'll see you guys next episode. And as always, have a great day. Peace.